Good afternoon, Lainey. My name is Jody Chait. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble getting here today.
No, not at all. Thank goodness. Yes, the drive was a lot shorter.
Well, that makes me happy. Well, before we begin our session today, I did want to share with you just a few things. I am a graduate student at Houston Baptist University, and I'm in a counseling course right now. I'm getting my master's in counseling. And one of the requirements is to work on some counseling techniques. So I'll be recording our session together today. All tapes will be destroyed at the end of this semester. So is that okay with you?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next thing I wanted to ask you is, did you have time to read the confidentiality form?
I did, yes.
Oh, and I see that you signed it. Very good. Do you have any questions concerning any of the confidentiality information?
No.
Okay, very good. Well, I do want to just remind you that everything that we speak about today will be between you and I. No one else will hear about this. However, if you do disclose any information about, the possibility of hurting yourself or hurting others, I will have to, share that and report that. Does that sound reasonable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, can I see your assessment form?
Yes.
See what you filled out. Okay. So I see that you ranked anxiety and nervousness pretty high. Can you speak a little bit more about that with me?
Yes. So not so much the nervousness, but definitely the anxiety. And I think I've had anxiety ever since I was a teenager. I'm not sure where it came from. Just one day, I just kind of felt really different, and I've been on medication for it ever since, but still I feel it seeping into my life sometimes in many, many different aspects, whether it be school or losing weight or, just tasks every day. I'm just kind of anxious almost every day. But I found ways to sort of cope with it. I don't think they're effective if I'm feeling anxious every day, but I'm trying my best with that, and I feel like it's really kind of hindering, a lot of my goals in my life. And that really bothers me. So, yeah.
So you were saying that it's been affecting you since you were a teen.
Yes.
Sure, is that correct?
Yes.
I know that a lot of times at that age, there are a lot of teens that do deal with that, so that is a normal thing. You were saying also that you've tried certain things that you think help, however, it's still affecting you today.
Mm-hmm.
What are those things that you've tried that you believe have helped you slightly, maybe, with your anxiety?
So I believe that my medicine that I take helps me a little bit, definitely more so than if I wasn't taking it. And I think just having more play in my life versus work. So it's a little imbalanced, but I feel like that really, really helps compared to just working all the time, because I feel like I'm the type of person that if I could get a 12-page paper done in one day, I would try to. But it's nice to just relax, and I've been trying to learn how to relax, if that makes any sense. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know how to relax sometimes. Like, even people talk about going on vacation and stuff. Oh, I relax so much. I'm like, I don't understand how, because I'm thinking about so many things, and it's definitely concerning and stressful.
So you have figured out a way to kind of time manage your schedule, with working and play. You said that you're able to figure out. Can you kind of explain to me like a typical day where you've been able to manage work and play?
Sure. So one day it'll be a school day, and when I wake up, I'll just kind of just relax, not rush to get anything done. Just take my time. And then I like to shop on the internet. I like to play on my phone. Maybe not necessarily buy things, but just look around and just take a little downtime, and then kind of start the work that I know needs to get done. Because I'm already thinking about it the night before and how I need to get it done, even if it's not that imminent and the due date isn't the next day. It's just something that I'm real, I guess, obsessive about, and it's just. But I do feel like I find a lot of play a lot of times, especially the weekends. I save those for play. I barely do any schoolwork, even if unless I really need to. So I try to manage my time in that sense where I get most of the schoolwork, which causes my anxiety, even though I know I'm able to do it. It's just a matter of doing it. And then having the weekend and the evening times, like after 9 o'clock, just hang out. No schoolwork or anything.
So the days where you get a lot of playtime, as you say, do you feel that your anxiety lessens on those days, or would you say that it's about the same as a typical day?
It's 100%. It lowers. And I think it's because I'm doing something that I don't feel pressured about. I don't have a due date to have fun, and I think that that's really something that I do. I think it's the pressure, maybe. Maybe it is the pressure.
Okay, so you find that by kind of forming a schedule where you take breaks and um, put the work aside and you do things that are fun to you, you find that your anxiety lessens.
Yes, yes. Now I know I do have to watch myself. Sometimes I'll just try to do things and just to distract myself, and it's not truly to have fun and relax. It's more to distract myself. And so that's where I think I kind of need that line, that boundary. It's controlled, but it still happens. I mean, I guess that's kind of normal though.
Can you kind of clarify that for me? What specifically are the things that you do that might not be, the fun things, but that you
Distract myself
yourself with? Yes.
I would say like going over to my friend's house. So it takes me an hour to get there. And then I usually spend like all evening with her, and then it takes me an hour to get back. So I'm literally escaped from everything because they don't have internet where they live out there. And I feel like I just kind of, it's like a blanket covering over the things I need to get done. But so that's something I definitely do when I work, and I feel like I've been getting better about it. Just being mindful, I think, is important, and doing that sparingly, not all the time.
Now, when you do choose to do those types of things, do you still end up getting the work that you need to get done completed in a on time or by the due date?
I always do. So I don't know why. I maybe it's the anxiety that drives me. I don't know. And if it is, I don't like it because it's just stressful. I'm glad I get things done because of it, but that's what yeah. It's very thought provoking.
Another thing on your assessment sheet that you ranked pretty high was loss of control. Can you explain a little bit more why you gave that a 10?
Yes, because I feel like I have no control over my diet. None. I feel like I'm just eating to not feel sick. And I've been to doctors before about it and everything like that. And, they tell me what I need to do in terms of like a plan and everything like that. But still, it's like, sometimes I'll just wake up and I just feel so sick, and it's because I need to eat. And then I make poor choices because I have to think real quick and, I haven't planned anything. I haven't cooked anything beforehand. So I think that's where that loss of control comes from. I think it hurts the rest of my life. And I think it also hurts the anxiety, or promotes the anxiety in other aspects.
What makes you feel that it promotes the anxiety with the eating? How does that relate?
Just not feeling in control of what time I eat, what I eat. not having that sense of power. I don't feel like empowered. I don't feel like I'm on top of it like I am with my schoolwork. I feel just like, oh man, I should have done this, but let me just go get fast food real quick because that's easy. Even though I know better, like it's still the action of doing it and meal prepping or any of those things, I'm not doing it. And so that's why I'm not sure what to do. And that's why I'm hoping counseling can help because I feel like then that would help my anxiety as well.
So it seems like you're feeling discouraged and frustrated with some of the choices that you're making in your everyday life.
Very much so.
Earlier you were saying that sometimes you'll eat to prevent yourself from feeling sick. Can you kind of explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I think I believe I'm hypoglycemic. I'm not sure. So like it'll just hit me all of a sudden, and I just feel almost. It's almost like it feels as if you've eaten too much, where you feel sick, but it's actually I need to eat something. So it's just like the opposite of that. And so if I don't have something right there to grab, then it is an issue because then whatever's near me, I will grab, and whatever's usually convenient in my opinion, is usually not the healthiest choice. So I think there's a whole planning issue there for me that I definitely would like to work on too.
Have you tried anything in the past to help you with this issue? Any strategies that you've tried or?
Um, yes. So I've been to a doctor about it and taking some medicine for it, and that helps a little bit. And also starting a diet. It's not necessarily a diet. It's a plan that leads to lifestyle change, and so it's not just like a 30-day kind of thing. But I like it because it's very structured. But I feel like it's really hard for me to stick to it, and I don't know if it's because it's too structured. I'm kind of feeling like I have issues with pressure and structure and just being told what I need to do, even though it is what I need to do. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like I'm learning a lot.
So you're
Just sitting
struggling.
here.
So I hear that you said that you have trouble with structure and being told what to do. Does that play in any other areas? How does that play in any other areas of your life?
Um, so many areas. Now that I think about it, just like relationships and commitment and needing to do things for your partner, like, and that are totally normal things. But feeling the pressure to do so just like makes me want to just not. And I think like the pressure of school too, just getting things done and assignments done, but I push through it because it's something I care about and I want to get done. And I don't want to say I don't care about the other things, but I feel like I just, I don't know, like school's always been like, even if I'm anxious, it doesn't matter. I will get every assignment done and I will do it to the best of my ability. And so maybe my priorities just need to I need to focus a little bit more possibly. I don't know, you're making me think.
So it sounds to me that maybe part of the reason why you might be struggling with the choices you're making with food and doing things to help with you physically is because of maybe, would you say, power struggles?
You know what? I wouldn't doubt it.
And you find it happening in other areas of your life, not just with food.
Yeah, like it leaks in other areas of my life. I feel like me and food are just like just head to head, and I just don't think that helps anything else in my life. Yeah.
Do you remember a time where maybe it was different?
When I was a lot younger and I didn't think about it like night and day, about how I need to change this, change that, eat this, not that. Like, just it's almost just like it is almost like an obsession, but I don't know if it's because I'm trying to figure it out and what I can do right, to make it right, or if it's just something I definitely, it's deeper. I need, more help from you.
Okay, well, Lainey, I think that we have had a really great conversation. How do you feel that this counseling session has gone for you?
I feel great. I feel like I can just, I don't know, I've learned so much, like just talking to you, just thinking of how all this kind of like is intertwined together and how it really, it makes a difference. Like one thing can totally be a part of other things that you don't even realize, and it was really cool that you started with my anxiety first because that's then it ultimately led to the reason why I'm here. And so yeah, I feel great. I feel like it was a great session.
Great. Well, I look forward to seeing you at our next session next week, and we'll continue talking about this issue in your life and try to come up with, we'll work together to try to come up with a goal and make it so that you're able to move forward and be in a happier place.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Lainey.